Hi class. So today for math we are going to be doing multiplying decimals by a whole number. So please open up your books to page 141. I'll give you guys, I'm going to count down from 10. Please get there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for getting to that page. Okay, let's look. So we're doing a solve and share. So let's read that word problem. Mr. T, may you read that for us? Perfect. Thank you. So a car travels 1 and 1,500 kilometers in 1 minute. If it travels at a constant speed, how far will it travel at 3 minutes? And how much would it solve? Wow, how fast would it travel in 5 minutes? You may solve this problem any way you know how. So I'm going to give you guys about 3 minutes to solve this problem on your own. As you're doing that, I'm going to be walking around and I'm just going to see what you know. I'm just going to see what you know and what you know about decimals. So, walked around. Okay, so let's do it all together. What is our decimal number that we're working with? Yes, we're working with 1 and 1,500. Perfect. So what is it asking us to do exactly? How far it travels in 3 minutes and how far it travels in 5 minutes, right? 3 and 5. So how do you think we're going to be able to solve this problem? Are we going to add? No. Are we going to divide? No. Are we going to multiply? Yes, we are going to multiply, right? So we are going to do 1.15 times 3, and then 1 and 1,500 times 3 and 5. So let's do our math. But wait, we have a decimal. Oh, those decimals are so hard to do, right? But with the nice thing about this, since we only have working with one number that's a decimal, we get to just bring her down. So let's bring our friend down. We're just going to bring her down right now and get her out of the way. Miss Lee's is going to go in and actually write this in a different color so you guys can see what I did with our decimal. So we're going to bring her down and put a decimal right here. Bring her down and put a decimal right here. So now let's do our math, just like if we were to solve a regular multiplication problem. So 5 times 5 is what? 25. Bring over that 2. 5 times 1 is what? 5. Add 2 more. 7. 5 times 1 is 5. Perfect. So now let's do 3 minutes. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3. Then we have to add that 1, would make it 4. And then 3 times 1 is 3. Exactly. So, how far did we travel in 5 minutes? 5 and 7,500. But remember, this is a word problem, so we have to state what? Yes, we have to state how far we went in kilometers. Let's just put KM for kilometers. Okay, how far did we travel in 3 minutes? We went 3 and 4,500 kilometers. Perfect. Good job, you guys. Kiss your brains. Okay, now that we've finished that problem, let's look down at what it's asking us at the bottom of this page. So, how can addition be used to answer the question above? So what do we know about multiplication and addition? Exactly, it's repeating itself, right? So instead of solving it like this, how else could we solve it? Yes, we could write 5.5 5 times, right? Or we could write it 3 times. But would this be easier to do or would this be easier to do in the long end? Yes, doing the multiplication is a faster route to do, but if you're struggling, you can always write it out. You can always write it out. Please turn to the next page. So we're going to be looking at page 142. So how do you multiply a decimal by a whole number? Well, look at example B. Example B is showing us that you can repeatedly add that decimal over and over and over and over again. But that would be a lot of work, right? So let's look at example C. So it's telling us that the first step is to multiply as you would with whole numbers. So look at this. Do you guys see a decimal in that one? So they solved it as there was no decimals. Oh no. What is that exponential thing? Anyway. So they took away that decimal. Ooh. If we took her away, how are we going to add her back in? Well, let's see. Our number, let's see how they did it. They said use number sense to put the decimal back in. Well, what is number sense? Okay. Yes, you got to look at the number. How many places was that decimal at 1500s? How many places did we say, get out of here, decimal. We don't want you in here. Yeah, we kicked her out twice. So if we kicked her out twice, how many times do we have to add her back in? Yes, she comes running back in 2 more spots over. So we have to kick her out. But we have to kick her out. Can I come in? You have to kick her out to the... right, and then once we kick her out to the right, to add her back in, we move her back in to the left. So now we have to add her back in to the left by how many spots we kicked her out. So now it's your job to do the convince me. So I want you to look at the 2 problems at the bottom. And then you need to place the decimal point correctly in each example. I'll be walking around observing. I'm giving you guys about 2 minutes to get this done. Please get it done as I walk around.